All right, so today we're going to talk about linear functions. And slope-intercept form. And the first thing we're going to do is write down the slope formula, okay? The slope of a line is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 divided by x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So you'll be given 2 points on a line today, and you'll be asked to find the slope. So if you're asked to find the slope of a line that passes through the points, and let's say you're given -3, 7, and -2, 4. All right, so I would label these points. Here's your x sub 1 and your y sub 1, and your x sub 2 and your y sub 2. And then you could substitute them into the slope formula. All right, the symbol for slope is lowercase m. So we're going to take y sub 2 minus y sub 1, so 4 minus 7. And we're going to divide it by -2 minus -3. And 4 minus 7 is -3. And on the bottom, -2 minus -3 is 1. So our slope would be -3 over 1, which is -3. Everybody okay with that? Okay. Let's find the slope of a line that passes through 3, 1 and -4, 1. So our slope is equal to 1 minus 1 divided by -4 minus 3, which is 0 over -7. And if you type 0 divided by 7 negative in your calculator, 0 in the numerator always equals 0. All right, so the slope of that line would be 0. It has no rise, but it runs 7 to the left. Is that horizontal or vertical? Horizontal, good. And the third line we're going to find the slope of passes through 7, -3 and 7, 1. So if we label the points again, our m is going to be equal to 1 minus -3 divided by 7 minus 7. And 1 to minus negative 3 is 4 over 0. Undefined. 4 divided by 0 equals an error. So this is called undefined. And again, if your slope is rise over run, agreed? All right, so in this case, we're rising 4, but we're running 0. So are we going vertical or horizontal? Vertical line. Any questions on finding slope? All right, so slope-intercept form of a line. Slope-intercept form of a line is y is equal to mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. The m is the slope, the b is the y-intercept. So today, you're going to be asked to write an equation for each line. And if you're told that the m is equal to 3, and the y-intercept is at 0, 2. Your equation is simply going to be y is equal to the slope, which is 3, the letter x, and if your y-intercept is at 0, 2, then this is just a positive 2. And if you have to write an equation for a line that has a slope of 1/5 and a y-intercept of 0, 0, and -4, then that would be y equals 1/5 x, and our y-intercept is at -4, so -4. So any questions on writing an equation? Slope-intercept form is just the letter y, equal sign, the slope, just the letter x, and then the y-intercept. So in the last part of your assignment today, you're going to be asked again, write the equation in slope-intercept form. So let's say you're given 5x minus 4y is equal to 16. When you're asked to write the equation in slope-intercept form, you're really solving for y. So subtract 5x from each side. Now pay attention to this step. The 5x's cancel. This negative sign stays with the 4, so a minus 4y falls down. Now look, slope-intercept form, the number in front of the x and the x go right next to the equal sign. So just move this minus 5x next to the equal sign. And is this 16 positive or negative? So plus 16. And then everything gets divided by negative 4. So on the left side, we're left with the y. Negative 5 divided by negative 4 becomes a positive 5/4. The letter x falls down. And 16 divided by negative 4 is just negative 4. So there's your equation in slope-intercept form. And let's do one more of those. We've got negative 3/4 x plus 1/2 y equal to negative 1. So again, we're going to solve for y. We're going to add 3/4 x to each side. So the 1/2 y falls down. This 3/4 x is going to go next to the equal sign. And this 1 is negative, so it's minus 1. And then divide everything by 1/2. All right, so the y falls down. And then just take your calculator and divide 3/4 by 1/2. Which is 1 and 1/2, or 1.5, or 3/2, minus 1 divided by 1/2, which is 2. So there's your line in slope-intercept form. Anybody have any questions? Practice today will be on page, I'm going to call this page 78. We're doing 12 through 26, even. And you got 10 topics this week.